it's Monday night. We've been away for 2 weeks, but we're back. Hey, it's my partner and hosting Julian Long.
And this is my partner and hosting Mr. Soul-Lutions. And in case you didn't know,
this is called the show. It's Monday night, and this is called the show, y'all. Welcome,
man,
black people.
it's Monday. All the black people everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, I'm hearing me through you. Okay, I got it. Right
Yeah,
on.
I had. Yeah, I had to turn that off. I just so with us being gone for 2 weeks, the 2 weeks prior to our hiatus, which was nobody's fault. It was absolutely just a life hiatus with no. Can't blame anybody. But during that 2 weeks period, I finally got a chance to try and rework the sound because prior to that I was using just the phone. We were doing the sort of slightly bootleg version, but now everything is running back through the official cables and the official camera. I feel more official. This microphone makes me feel official. This microphone makes me feel not as official.
That microphone makes you look and sound official. I want to thank everybody that's joining us. I'm sorry about the 2 week hiatus. Olive and Boo is like we was on some exaggerated colored people's time. Hey, hey now, one. While it wasn't nobody's fault, it was somebody's fault. That's all I got to say. It wasn't
somebody.
It wasn't my fault though.
also not mine. You know what it was? White man.
Man, it was a white man.
It was. I mean, ultimately, if we trace it all back, it was slavery.
Yeah, that's the root cause of all of our woes. That's why we weren't here the last 2 weeks. Slavery.
Ultimately. But we're here now, man. Listen, so here's what's up. So first things first, I feel good. Like, not only do I have my good mic, this mad professional makes me look and sound professional. I'm shorn, and y'all don't because y'all ain't seen us in 2 weeks. But my partner saw me. It was rugged. I had all the BDBs was growing back in. I've learned that my hairline has made moves without me. I didn't know that. Yeah, my hairline was like, you're not using me anyway. I'm just going to chill in the cut. so I found out, I discovered things about myself. But today, because I was like, I'm excited and I got to get myself together. I got to pull it together. I'm going back on the show that this is called. And so I shortened myself up. And while I was doing that, while I was showering and shaving and making it all smooth and milk duddish, it occurred to me, I miss the relationship of a barber. Like, I don't have a barber in the city. I've been shaving my head now since 2014. I haven't had a barber for 6 years. And the last real this is my barber that I had was back when I lived in New York. I had I had a dope Dominican barber, spoke almost no English, but we connected. Understood me, I understood him. Do you know what I'm talking about, man?
I want to be all like, I know exactly what you're talking about, my brother, because I lived that stereotypical black life. But honestly, I have never really had a barber in my life. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wore this hairstyle probably since I was a teenager.
Fuck out of here. Just like the super low fade, just like the.
Like, it ain't even the super low fade. Like, this is bald and it's growing back.
You was doing that since a teenager?
Yeah, you know what? Like Albert Einstein, I don't have time for certain things.
I understand that.
You know what I'm saying? And the quickest way for me to not worry about my hair was to just cut it off. But now that I'm older, right? Just like you, my hairline is doing things by itself, is making its own moves. I got this bald spot in the back that's horrendous. And if I don't shave my own head, then I will regret it. But because I've shaved my own head all this time, I don't have a barber.
So you've never cultivated that relationship?
Nope. I've been to the barber, on my wedding day, special days. I go to the barber and, let him line your boy up and, give me a little fade or whatever. But,
and So even in that, with like with that special occasions life, like you gotta feel what I'm saying, like because there's a thing like you're going and you're like, okay, I need you to get me right. Like you put yourself in somebody's hands, like I need you to get me right. And if you've got a good relationship with your barber, like they take you personally. Like they not gonna send you out there looking just any old kind of way. Like they want you to look good. And it's like that old Vidal Sassoon. You remember that commercial? If you don't look good,
we don't look
we
good.
don't look good. Or like what Tribe said, you know what I'm saying?
Our age.
Man, this right here shows our age. All the cool hairs, all the little frosted tips show our age.
I even got frosted tips. Some joints is just taking over. Like my beard just
you
gray.
got the whole icicle situation. That's
right.
honestly, I hate what this is doing. Like the lot of salt, little pepper situation. I'm just like, just go, just. I want that fucking what's his name? Kiss from a Rose. What's in the Seal? No, I want that shit where it's just all white and you just black as fuck and hair just all white.
Me too.
I want that.
I'm working on it. I'm getting there. Hey Gwen, thanks for joining us today. Thanks for joining us on the show. But no, you know what? Okay, so I once wanted to have a relationship with this barber, but I didn't follow through.
You didn't follow. So what? Like you went one time, got one good cut, and was like, I'm done.
Yeah, because I'm just lazy like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
I just dropped my mouse.
It was you just drop your mouse, or I was. You know what? I was on some spur of the moment, get out of work stuff one day, right? And I was all like, walking by the hair salon. Really, it was a hair salon. He wanted a barbershop, right? And it was like this old black dude standing outside. He was like, "Yo, I got a chair in here. Come here and let me hook you up or whatever, right?"
See, because he looked at you and was like, "This young brother needs me."
Right.
Let me get you together, young blood.
Yeah. And
you out here looking like this.
Sat me in the chair, faded me up, lined me up, had my eyebrows, shaped and shit. You know what I'm saying? Smelling good.
Shape your eyebrows?
Shape my eyebrows, my dude.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what you want. You want that. You want somebody that's gonna put that kind of care into you. And I used to have that. Like I said, like my boy, the Dominican dude that I used to go see when I lived in Harlem. Like I would be like, and he was like, "Okay, you want?" I was like, "Yes." And then like the hot towel and the foam.
Yeah.
And it was like, you remember like Bugs Bunny was with Elmer Fudd and he put the fucking clay on the head and cracked it and then
Yep.
all of that. I would come out like felt myself. And I missed that because there's a care that goes into that. And that's what I miss. I miss being able to sit still. Somebody else cares enough about me to see me be my best.
Man, you know what? I love that. And I should invest more time in that. Angela Rains, hey, thanks for coming to the show. Angela Monique, you are right. I should have never left him. Honestly, I don't think anybody ever had me looking as fly as I was looking after I left that dude that day on some spur of the moment stuff. And
if he shaved your brows, that you should have. I mean, I know that's not your way, but like find a way to create a life relationship with them. You man marry that person.
I should have.
Don't let them go. You don't let them go.
Honestly, my dude had me looking like super fly. I came out there looking like I was supposed to be in somebody's photo shoot today, and I'm like, why do I look reshaped? You got intimidated by your own greatness. I probably did.
I was looking at that like, can I live up to this reflection?
Right. I was all like Mulan with the like, yo.
I'm furious. I caught the reference. I'm furious that you tossed it. I'm furious that you tossed out the reference and I caught it like an idiot. I was just like, yep.
Hey, I'm comfortable in my man, in my manness to say married, had my eyebrows shaped, and Mulan in the same conversation.
And you can still be as mysterious as the dark side of the moon, because that's who you are.
That's right. I got that reference too.
Come in there. Well, listen. So I'm gonna tell you. So the thing that had me thinking so much about like, oh, okay, I got to go out here, I got to present, I got to look good, is I was looking at a particular picture of Mr. Jason Z, otherwise known as Jay Z, Sean Carter, and I don't know. Mr. Jason Z. Sean Carter and his lovely wife Beyonce Knowles Carter. Because we talked about this in the pre-show, but some of you all, in case you didn't know, people, the Carters are now the face. They are the show. They are the face of Tiffany and Company. Multi-million-dollar ad campaign. It's going to roll out September 2nd. And it features Sean Jay Z Carter and Beyonce Knowles Carter. And I got to say, they look incredible. They do. They look absolutely stunning.
That dress, yo.
Sir.
Yo. The way that dress is shaped for her posterior. Like, obviously it was cut for her. Holy shit.
And yes. And there's another image that I didn't get a chance to show you where she is sitting at a piano. I don't know if she plays piano or not, but she looked like she played piano. But there's a cut in the dress that you can't tell from, like, it goes around and down the hip thigh thing. The jelly for which we were not ready is so prominent, and the truth of my ill preparedness for that jelly is evident. But in addition to the splendor that is her posterior.
Yo, wait, look. Erica and Angel in here tripping. Erica's like, a marriage proposal is when a dude presents another dude with some Jordans and asks him to be his bro for life. Angel's all like, oh shit, Mrs. Brown is crazy with an extra bit of hazel on his date. Yo.
I hate this. I hate that they're this funny.
Oh man. Yeah. Yo, Erica talk about she gonna get a BBL surgery for all y'all who don't know. Those. That's a Brazilian butt lift surgery.
Don't do that. Don't do that for two reasons. First reason. Every woman that goes and gets those doesn't realize you can't do shit about your thighs. So your booty look like and then your thighs look like it don't match. You look stupid. Like, very rarely does somebody who needs to get a BBL, very rarely do they have the thighs to support that booty. There is a very natural proportion equation for this. And you can tell the women who didn't eat their grits, who just went out and was like, I'm going to get some fluff in there. You can tell. So no, number one, don't do it for that reason. Number two, I've seen Erica's butt. And if she goes to get a Brazilian butt lift, the first person is going to be like, what do we do? There's nothing to do.
He said, what do we do?
What do we do?
I am here confused.
I am confusion. Do you remember that meme from a few years? But like, yeah, no, don't go to Brazil and mess up them people's situation and F up their reputation and your own. But yeah, but no. In addition to the splendor that is Beyonce's posterior, she is wearing a $30 million yellow diamond. It's this big. She's the first black woman to ever wear it, which is fucked up. This is another one of those anniversaries that I hate. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Like,
the anniversary, like the first black two. And it's like, why the fuck in 2021 is she the first black? Like the most famous person to wear it was Audrey Hepburn. She was promoting the film Breakfast at Tiffany's. But if you look at these images, and I encourage everybody who's watching the show to Google them. The campaign is called About Love, whatever. But if you look at these images, what's really striking is there's so much finesse and sophistication. And as a part of this finesse and sophistication, there are two things that stand out. One is a painting by Jean-Michel Basquiat that's never been seen before. The painting is called, I think it's called Around Pi, the number pi, like something like that. And it features the Tiffany blue background, which is obviously why Tiffany's bought it from his private collection and kept it, and it's never been seen. The other thing that's very striking is that Mr. Z is wearing his hair the way that he's been wearing it for the last several months, up to a year or so, which is in the style very reminiscent of Jean-Michel Basquiat. And it's incredible because everything that we're told from a societal standpoint about what a black man needs to look like in order to be successful and what a successful black man looks like, outside of the fact that he is in a tuxedo that costs no less than $10,000 and wearing a brooch that costs no less than about 15 million. This is a dude that looks like everything they say we shouldn't look like in his 100% billionaire status. And I was thinking about the I'm not even gonna front the shame that I have associated with my hair texture when I do let my hair grow out. You know, I could have evened out my line and done whatever, but I was thinking about for all the years that I conformed before I said fuck it, because there was about a 4-year period in advertising where I wore my hair like I dare y'all to say something, like it was I just didn't give a fuck. It was really in my way of bucking the system. But for all the years that I conformed to a certain way of looking, because I felt like I needed to look like success, and that's what I thought success looked like. And the first ever black billionaire that I've ever really known of that, you know, that resonated with me, it's like this, you know? And it's what I was thinking about while I was, you know, trying to apply care to my head situation was, what is this image? What is it that we're cultivating as black men specifically? Because I think the conversation around women's hair, one, way too complicated for us, and two, as 3-piece havers, we probably should decline to opine on women's hair. But for men, for us, what are we doing? What is the conversation that we create around our hair? What does a successful black man look like from the neck up? Because Jay wouldn't, you know, outside of that appearance, if he didn't have one of the most famous faces in the game, he wouldn't look like that. He's not what we've been taught successful black men look like.
Well, okay. So one of the things I don't think we really kind of discussed here was the fact that he's a celebrity, right?
He is.
And celebrities, one, they get that way by living outside our cultural norms and our expectations, right? They literally dare to be different, and that's what makes them cool, right? They've never been concerned about your perception of them. They set trends that you follow. You know what I'm saying? So
True.
That's one, just in the mindset of being a celebrity. Like, they just move that way to begin with. They're never really concerned about how you perceive them, but they are at the same time. Like, they put all their energy into being an icon and different than you. So, you know, that you can want to imitate them, but there's also a level of nonchalance and non-concern about their appearance to begin with that allows them to be a celebrity, right? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely true. But it's funny because Jay did used to very much care. Like there was a period before he was a billionaire.
Well, because he was selling. Well, one, he was selling the life that he was actually living at one point. Then he was promoting a different type of life after that. And now he's reached a different life capacity altogether. So now with Jay Z, you're looking at both his celebrity and his wealth. Right? So now he's really past giving all fucks about what people think about how he wears his hair. What are you going to tell me? I'm Jay Z and I'm a billionaire.
And this is my wife over here, in case
you didn't know, who's also a billionaire. Right? And it's Beyonce, by the way. Oh, we own an island. Right.
In the color blue.
And a color blue. Right.
Yeah.
So what
entire shade of blue.
What are you going to tell me about my hairstyle? One, you don't make enough to even talk to me.
So I have a lot of mixed feelings. I saw Olive and Boo had a comment. She said she saw some of the pictures and she saw capitalism and colonialism. And yes, because we will obviously address that. But I had a lot of thoughts trying to sort through, does Jay Z in his billionaire status, one, does his success outweigh the novelty of his celebrity? Because the trend, like the definition of what success looks like, tends to come from the people who are successful. Like that's, the wealth don't trickle down, but the fucking influence does. The this is what we expect of you trickles down. One of the most prominent faces in media, period, is this black man with incredibly black man features. Like he's right up there with KRS-One and Jonathan Majors and me, with the black nose and the black lips. He ain't get all of the darkness, but everything about his face screams black man. He doesn't have like the more tailored European face that is typically associated with what a successful black man looks like. And here he is in this highly visible campaign, rocking this hairstyle that's going to get the brother at UPS or the dude who works at the front desk of your kid's elementary school fired, because it's not professional, because it does not scream corporate or success, but he's both of those things. So do you believe, outside of the fact of his celebrity, do you believe that the undeniable success of this man and the high profile of this man will help to have an impact on shaping what we say success looks like? Will that trickle down?
I want to say in some ways no, in some ways yes, right? So again, we have to weigh the celebrity, because I don't think the celebrity outdoes the wealth in this particular situation. In the case of Jay Z, they are equal. The celebrity, look, Jay could drop an album right now with his hair like that and a $10 million suit, and we will all be like, this is the hottest banger that has dropped this year for the streets, right? No matter what Jay looks like. No matter how much money he's making on investments, if he dropped the album right now, we're going to eat it up and be like, that was truth, right? You know what I'm saying? So I don't. And
it won't be because of his investments.
And
You're right.
It won't be because of his investments, because he got on the track and tore it up like a celeb. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he is, right?
But he's also a success.
But his unique position as a extremely wealthy success and an extremely influential celebrity allows some flexibility. I think that people who are successful even in white corporate America don't have, right? Because their molds, they gotta fit too, or they get the same, you ain't fitting the mold discussion. You gotta tighten up ranks if you want to keep getting paid, right? It ain't like that. It's not like that conversation is exclusive to us in corporate land. Corporate land expects everyone to take on a certain fit, persona, and look. You know what I'm saying?
There is that, but there's so much more flexibility afforded to white people who don't. Let me tell you about the guy who was my mentor in the game. When I moved from the creative side to strategy of advertising, dude who was my mentor in the game came to work every day in possibly the same pair of black leather pants, black boots. There was a chain hanging from the belt loops, knives on each hip, a black t-shirt. Sometimes the t-shirt would have dog hair and the stains on it. And he rolled that way 85% of the time. Every once in a while, he'd throw on a suit for corporate meetings, but a lot of times he would roll into the client corporate meetings just like that. And was eccentric. Was it just eccentric? You're right that celebrities are given certain kinds of leeway, but we see too that once you reach a certain level of success in corporate America, if you're making the right people enough money, they don't seem to give a fuck what you look like or how you present.
But honestly, that's yeah, okay. So one, addressing the friend or your mentor, certain companies allow for that, right? Certain companies,
advertising is a different industry.
Right. Certain companies, there's zero, flexibility for what you described in a corporate environment.
You're not going to do that at Nationwide Insurance, probably.
Exactly, right? To answer the question of if it's going to trickle down, To some that are bold, it's absolutely going to trickle down, right? To those who are making the kind of money where their jobs can't fire them, right? Because they're that critical or whatever. Yeah, that'll trickle down. But to most people looking at him like, yo, that's some stuff Jay can do.
That's just a Jay thing.
That's the Jay thing.
And as I look at the comments from the viewers, it seems that there's at least some healthy debate on whether or not he can even get away with it.
And when it is manufactured, that is fucking yarn as best as I can tell, and that is styled. So I don't.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's very clearly, specifically emulating Basquiat's look. Now, he was doing that before it was for the cameras, obviously, with the juxtaposition against this, brand new revealed. And I'm gonna be completely transparently honest. I'm not 100% convinced that's an authentic. Like, it feels a little too fucking convenient that Tiffany's was able to source and buy the one Basquiat painting that was done in Tiffany blue, and it's never ever been seen before because Basquiat just squirreled it away, when this is a man who a lot of his work was painted in public spaces and literally left outside for people to find. Like, that feels weird to me.
It is more likely that they commissioned that painting be made.
Well, I mean, Basquiat died well, if he did, I'll say this: if Tiffany's did commission that prior to his
Tiffany's
death,
has been around for many
right?
years.
Yeah. So, but if that happened, if they did commission it and kind of held it back and created, After Effect created this legend around it, which, having worked in marketing, I would not put it past them. That then skewers a lot, because I don't know if you were aware of this. In case you didn't know, there's a lot of outrage about the fact that they posed for this Tiffany ad with this painting, and a lot of people thought it was from Jay's private collection. I thought it was from Jay's collection because he collects Basquiat, but it's not. Tiffany had this. They bought it ostensibly from Basquiat's private collection, presumably held by his estate. But a lot of the chatter, the aggravated chatter on the Twitter sphere, is that how dare they? Basquiat was anti-capitalist, and he would be furious that his work was being used in this way. I'm not sure I believe that. What say you?
This is the question I have for everybody screaming Basquiat was anti-capitalist. When he was alive, how much was he selling his paintings for? Because if he was selling them for more than $0, then he believes in capitalism.
He was that. I'm inclined to agree. Different reason, but I come to the same conclusion. Here's my rationale for it. Here's why I believe. You can't be anti-capitalism and hobnob with the kind of rich aristocratic circles that he hobnobbed with. You might have opinions about capitalism. You might want to limit it. You might want to transform it, but you're absolutely not anti-capitalist when you have the kind of people acting as patrons or supporters, or literally just fuck it. If you go into the parties, like if somebody tells me they're anti-black, I don't expect to see them at black functions.
Right.
That's where the black shit happens. Why are you here? Right. Unless you're here to dismantle it. Basquiat rolled in those circles. He participated at least in the trappings of capitalism. And so while that might not have been the life that it might not have been the philosophy that he espoused, it absolutely was a part of the life that he chose to lead.
One, it's pretty common amongst artists that do paintings to besmirch systems and capitalism and all of these things, but still sell their paintings for millions of dollars while being like, well, fuck capitalism. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm sorry, one more time. Can we get that together again?
Fuck capitalism, right?
It's nice. Run it back one more again. Just
fuck Julian.
I'm just trying to see how far I can push it. Yeah. Now, so his I don't buy that he was truly anti-capitalist. I think it makes for listen. I'm I'm gonna just keep it a buck. It affords most artists well to make up. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna keep it even more a buck. I'm gonna strip it down and keep it 50 cent. They don't sell the work. They sell the mystique in the story. The work, if we're 100%, while it's intriguing to look at, as dope as Basquiat's work is as a collection, if you look at the entire body of his work, it's intriguing to look at. Very similar things were existing all over New York City at the time because his work was inspired very much by the environment of the city. It was inspired by the wheat paste postings. It was inspired by the graffiti. It was inspired by the etchings in the plastic and the glass on the subway cars. It was inspired by all of that shit. So that shit was basically brought into sort of singular spaces, but it wasn't necessarily broad and unique and different in the world. It was different only in the context of the art world because he happened to be the one that got elevated to be seen. There's a number of things that Basquiat painted where people saw it one way and his intention was entirely different. There was something that he painted. The shit looked like a rooster. Very clearly a fucking rooster, like as a part of something. And he was talking about blah, 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 the pigeon. And people were like, oh, you mean the rooster? He's like, no, it's a pigeon. And no, they're like, that's a fucking rooster. But because he was adamant that that shit was a pigeon, there's now a conversation around, well, what's he saying with the pigeon and how it looks like? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what gets sold. What gets sold is the story. What gets sold is the mythos and the mystique. And to Gwen and a couple of other people's articulation that what Jay Z is doing is manufactured or occurs for them is manufactured. Don't doubt it. I think part of his job too is to create an ethos and mystique around him.
Well, yeah, again, that goes back to celebrity.
That's what he's doing.
Right, that goes back to the celebrity conversation, right? So Jay is doing that not because he's successful. He's doing that because he's Jay Z.
Yeah, that's right. Fair. He's doing it. So, all
right, so here it is. Right. So I'm chasing the ring every day. Right. I got a whole bunch of stuff going on. I got studios. I'm working with producers. All kind of stuff I got going. Right. I'm not fitting to get wealthy and then change how I rock my hairstyle every day. Right. Like that's not me. I'm not a celebrity. Matter of factly, I'm not trying to get wealthy and even really be known like that. Right, like when I start when I start making real money,
you gonna disappear when you get rich. I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna disappear. Like I don't.
Got a GPS tracker on your phone now. Like
I'll get rid of that phone. Don't mess with me. Look. Me and my business partner.
That's right. I forgot you got the zombie bag. So you already got.
Real talk. Me and my business partners was going to get our business phones a little while back, or whatever, and I was like, "Yo, can we just get flip phones?"
But no, for real though.
Can we just get flip phones?
Can we? Matter of fact, fuck a flip phone. Get all the way back. Get that Nokia single bar shit. That indestructible fucking. You remember that blue motherfucker with the little U shape?
And Erica, you're right. What hairstyle? Right. I'm gonna keep cutting my hair just like I ain't trying to fit to grow it or get no keeps or get no Rogaine. I ain't fitting to put no extensions. Nope. I ain't fitting to put no extensions in it or no yarn or none of that. I'm gonna keep it a buck because I'm going bald, and that's what's up.
Now, with our understanding that, so I think it's safe to say that what Jay is doing is performative. I don't think there was any doubt or question about that. With our understanding that what Jay is doing is performative, do you think that the nuance that you're talking about, like Jay does this because he's a celebrity? Sure, that's what that looks like. But is doing that you don't think it affords any credibility to the cat that just that's what he rocks, that's what he looks like, that's how he wants to wear his shit?
I think that the cat that does that, I think him doing that should give it its own credibility, right?
But do you think that it affords him a leg to stand on should it become contended? Should someone take issue with that in the workplace? Like, this is not, this is a business environment, and he can point to an actual billionaire and say, this man conducts hella business.
I don't think it works that way. Again, like Jay's business hinges on his celebrity, right? Like he wouldn't be able to invest and make moves and do all the things he does now if he wasn't Jay Z, right? Like he got his investment money by being a celebrity. He wasn't rich and then decided I'm gonna be a celebrity, right? Like he got the money to invest and become successful by being Jay Z, not the other way around, right? Like I don't.
True.
Any employer that you like, well, Jay is doing it, you're gonna be like, well, yeah, Jay's got $1 billion from fucking rapping because that's where his money comes from.
Well, he got, to be fair, several of his millions came from fucking rapping, but his billions came literally from the business.
His billions came from the millions that he got from rapping.
Well, I mean, if we're saying that, the millions came from the thousands and the hundreds of thousands that he got from slinging.
Right, exactly. So
we should wear our hair like drug dealers.
Right, we should wear our hair like drug dealers is the point.
Which you and I are actually doing.
Actually, we are actually. Yeah. Don't tell nobody that we're
we
wearing
do
our hair
have
like
that
drug dealers.
We do have that OG dope boy.
Yeah. But that's the deal. If you want to count the legal money, he only got to the billions by being a celebrity.
That's facts. That's fair. What do we think about just so separating the male hairstyle, moving on from that? We have two black people from legit humble beginnings. Do we have 4 black people?
Nah, I'm just.
Does each Carter count as two people?
Shit, they might as well.
They
the
may
money
as well.
Shit, make.
Yeah, because they won't spend it in one lifetime.
No.
But we have 2 people who came from humble, modest, legit beginnings. We got a Bed-Stuy, dope boy, and we got chick who did the talent show circuit and ate Popeyes. Like that's who they were, who are now commanding huge dollars. And we know that both of them do a lot in terms of, social justice movements and very quietly bailing people out of jail. And Jay has lent his celebrity and credibility to, amplifying the voices of a lot of the lesser heard people in the struggle. But we're not gonna pretend like Tiffany's isn't. That's slave money. That's oppressor cash. That's people currently bleeding money.
Let's talk about it at a deeper level.
By all means.
Let's talk about a deeper level. Let's talk about how both Jay and Beyonce are the face of slave and blood diamonds, right? Essentially, right now, and blood material and blood ore, right?
Yeah.
While at the same time, she's making 2-hour-long music videos celebrating blackness.
Black is king, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's hard to reconcile. So like, here's the thing. Like, so we've had so many, not you and I necessarily, but not you and I. We've had so many discussions about the importance of representation and the roles of, what it means to have black people rise and stand prominently and visibly in spaces that heretofore not only weren't accessible to us, but we were de facto not preferred. We were persona non grata. Like there's a reason for as many black women of excellence that have existed, since whatever year Breakfast at Tiffany's came out. Beyonce is the first black woman to wear that necklace. That's not by accident. That's not by happenstance. We want black people to break down walls. We want us to rise to those positions. But some of these positions are mad dirty.
Yeah, I'm about to say, look, what they say in Domino's, not all money is good money.
Said that I'm sorry, what?
What do they say in Domino's? Not all money is good money.
You mean the game?
I do mean the game.
I thought you had been turned away at a pizza establishment for counterfeit bills.
No.
I literally was trying to figure out what you meant by
no, sir. I mean, now we're playing bones, and I'm yelling dominoes. That's what I mean.
Yo, I stopped playing dominoes in 1998.
What's wrong with you, buddy?
I stopped playing dominoes in 1998. I was at a New Year's party with my boys Jude and P-Tel, and we was at a New Year's party in the kind of neighborhood where at 11:59 you duck. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it wasn't fireworks. You know what I mean? And these four or five, embarrassed me so bad and humiliated me so thoroughly. I never wanted to pick up a domino again. Damn. Like their crosstalk, their table crosstalk was so harsh, and I was so ill prepared for it. Like I had uncles, I had been to prison uncles. Uncle Bones and Uncle Plukum was those uncles. They was hard uncles. I ain't never been talked to so bad. I honestly felt like one of those dudes was gonna try to fuck me in the ass. Like they talked about me like I was such their girlfriend. I'm gonna buy you a dress. Like all the crosstalk shit. I don't even know what it means. To this day, I don't know what the fuck that shit means. I just knew I was like, I just want to get out of here intact. I want to get out of here with my sphincter the way it was when I came in, because these dudes they're making me feel really bad about myself.
So you can't just fucking tell that story. We not fucking convert the conversation.
I would never play dominoes again. And then I moved to a Dominican neighborhood, and it was just all old Dominican dudes eating mofongo and playing dominoes. And I would just walk by so fast. I was like, I don't even want to look at them. I don't want them looking at me. I'm gonna just go to see my barber. That was it. Like I didn't want no parts of that.
Yeah, my dude. Yeah.
Yo, I like to this day I don't fuck with dominoes. Only way you gonna see me fucking with dominoes is I'm like, blink. That's all I want. I just want domino rally.
So one, before I open my mouth about anything else, I never lost that bad about a game of dominoes or spades in my life. And
not with spades.
And I'll be damned if I'm gonna let someone cross talk me across the table and make me feel like somebody's girlfriend. Like, oh no, we finna fight. I don't give a shit.
Now let's go back to the neighborhood we were in.
I don't give a shit.
I was in college. It was a very gun-heavy neighborhood. I was packing nothing. I had nothing. I was unstrapped.
Hashtag save Julian Spector.
Who? I don't even want to go look. Who did that?
Erica Goodman. Oh my god.
Of course. I hate them. I hate our viewers. I don't like them. The way they make me feel about myself.
Yeah. Hey, we did 100 chat. Look, you guys hit me on 100. You guys hit us on 100 chats today. I just got an alert that said we hit 100 chats today in the stream. That's the first time ever. Thank you so much.
Oh, guys. Is it for real? That's what's up. That's good stuff. Yeah. I take back what I said. I love our viewers. I love them all. But yeah, man.
Julian Spector.
Please don't. Please. I mean, please do save it. Like, if you ever see me in a situation where my sphincter might be in jeopardy, whether it's because I went to a burrito place I shouldn't have, or just a neighborhood, yes, do save it, but don't trend it. Just save it quietly. Like, Julian, come here. Come on. Get in the car. Get in the car, man.
Sphincters.
Wait, hashtag what? What are they doing now?
Hashtag.
I hate all of this.
I can't even breathe.
Now you're gonna kill my partner in hosting. I can't do this alone. Don't leave me, Mr. Soul-Lutions. I can't handle these people by myself.
Hashtag intact sphincters. Yo, this is not what the show is about. Hey,
wasn't. I missed the Basquiat conversation.
Yo,
missed the Basquiat conversation.
Yo, my man.
I really do.
Dude.
I thought this was a safe place. I forgot. I was like, I'm talking to my brother. Me and my brother can say things, but it's not safe because the listeners, and now I feel violated, and I'm just gonna cross my.
You forgot who the listeners were. Was the problem?
I forgot who they were. I forgot who they were as people.
Hashtag Julian Spector's matters. Hashtag speak this hurt us. Hashtag pause.
I'm back to hating now. I'm back to hating all of you so much. Just a rich and abiding.
It ain't safe. It ain't safe. It ain't safe.
It ain't safe. It's not safe. It's not safe.
Look,
I
was falling out my chair on this, yo.
This, ladies, is why black men don't choose to be vulnerable. This is why. So
that's why we don't. That's why we don't
this
show.
Is why.
Okay, see now, look. Now Erica's on some hashtag homie over hoes and shit. Look, you need to stop.
That was one of the best episodes of the Boondocks, though. It really was.
Yes.
It really was.
Oh my god. But no, real talk though. Real talk. Not all money is good money. That's how we got
That's how we got there.
That's how
Kudos to you for running the tape back and catching where we got there. Yes.
Man,
not all money is good money.
No, not all money is good money.
It's like you host a show or something.
Man. Like I have presence of mind or something. Gee Willikers beef.
I'm mad you said Gee Willikers. We can't take 2 weeks off in a row because I am coughing and laughing. This is what happens. We lose all sense of discipline.
The show totally digressed into like you might as well have gave us some tea and some scarves. This is what this
I'm good.
Hey, so speaking of taking breaks, though, so my daughter is supposed to be buying me a plane ticket to go see her and my grandson for his first birthday, which is next week Monday, which is also the time of the show. So I'm thinking so that I might do the show remote from the phone like a plebe.
Like the poors do when they stream their shows.
Right. Like the poors do, exactly.
Okay, so you might be on location. Where did the daughter move? Where is she?
Florida.
Okay, so you're gonna have your own Dominicans to play dominoes with.
Yep, and my own COVID to catch.
Yeah, man, be safe out there for real.
Oh, you already look. One, her husband brought the COVID in this house right before he left. Ain't none of us caught it, so we good.
You've been drinking that ginger ale.
You
drinking that. If you drink the bold, you can fuck raw.
You're double safe.
Extra safe. You can hit it raw when you drink the bold.
She's like, you want to wrap it up? Nah, drink that Canada Dry extra bold. I'm good, babe.
If I could drink a whole can of this and not cough or sneeze, girl, you fine.
You fine. I'll be drinking that bold.
Next week, I'm gonna be so much better. I promise.
Thank you, ladies, for all the happy birthday wishes to the grandson. I do believe I'm gonna do the show with him next Sunday.
Next man.
Monday.
Yes.
Yeah, if I'm there, I'm gonna snatch him up for his birthday, and you're gonna see my white grandson, and you're gonna be like,
like he can't be on this show,
right? Like he can't be on this show because that's that baby white.
Is your daughter married to a white man or had him with a white man?
She is. Both of those things are true. Yes.
Okay. So he's African American.
He's African or Asian American. Like, yo, he's got a lot going on.
Like when he came out, Missy Elliott was like remix.
Yeah. That's exactly what it's like. So in case
I want to see the pretty baby.
So for all of you guys who don't know, like I said, I grew up in Hawaii. My first wife was actually Filipino and Chinese. So my kids are from my first marriage, and they are Blasian.
Yes.
You know, but she went off and married a Caucasian fella, and that baby's white. Like Hitler would be proud of this baby. Like he blonde hair, blue eyes. He about to be 6 feet tall. Like the baby big already. He's already ginormous as a child. Like he's one and just huge. So you know, he's about to be a proud member of the Aryan race, with his blonde hair and blue eyes. But I still love him. That's still my grandbaby. But if he didn't come out of my daughter, I'd have questions.
Were you there? Like, because in a situation like that, I would be like, I want the camera footage. I want to see the nurse take the baby to the nursery.
Look, she was pregnant and then she came back not pregnant with that baby. And the baby looked just like his daddy. So I can't imagine there was a mix up. I just got a little white grandson.
It is what it is.
Like, okay, he's so white. Right, my friend was over here.
Are we doing it? How white is he?
My friend was over here talking to his homegirl from Oklahoma, and he was like, "Look at my brother and his grandbaby," and she was like, "That's not his grandbaby. That baby white."
You know what really sucks about this is that somewhere down the line.
Oh, Angel, yeah, he got an 800 already. He good. He's good.
He got the credit score.
Oh yeah, look, his mama about to own a Chick-fil-A. Yeah, he came out with 800
legit?
credit. Yeah, straight up.
Is your daughter about to own a Chick-fil-A?
Yep, she got to finish her like two more years, year and a half of courses, and she's good. She got her money saved. She took all her Chick-fil-A courses. She's got to finish her business degree.
That's what's up.
Yeah, no, he was born with 800 credit score.
Yeah, I mean, the blue eyes alone gets you to 700.
Man, bro, he got the blonde hair, the blue eyes. Yeah. I told you about to be 6 feet tall, easy. Like,
yeah, he probably got a 900 credit score, and they just, they only tell him 800 because they don't want him to get the big head.
Well, I'm about to open him up an LLC, right? Okay, so here's a trick for you. So here's a trick for all you people with children. Okay, so you can open up an LLC for your child. All right, and then you can pay them $12,000 a year or under, right? If you pay them that on paper, then it's a tax write-off for you that you will get back.
Interesting.
Yes, it is super interesting.
I'm going to drink me some Canada Dry Bold and fuck raw so I can put this into practice.
And what that would also do for your children is give them a line of revolving business credit. So if you open up a LLC for them now, and you make small purchases, net 30 purchases for your children, by the time they leave the house, they will have great business credit that they can buy anything with.
Now, see, I want to tell you that I appreciate you for finishing the meme. Because all social media ever gives us is, get your kid an LLC, and problem solved. And you've added the step 2 that seems to be missing from the general conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like the general conversation is, you need to get an LLC, and you be wealthy.
Yep.
Thank you for step 2.
I can teach you step 3, 4, 5, and 6, but I get paid $150 an hour to do that. So if you want to get with me about the rest of that, then hit me up and I'll teach you how to build your business credit. But yeah, look, let me see. Erica's like, everybody's like, congratulations, so thank you, and she's pregnant again, everyone. Just in case you didn't know.
Congratulations.
So she is pregnant again. I think we'll be having another one in the beginning of the year, so I'm super excited. We hope it's a girl. Erica says, so who knows someone that want to have a baby with a single woman with no kids real quick so we can try this LLC thing.
Make sure they drink that bowl first.
That is what I'm saying. No, she don't want the bowls. She want them on some Sprite. She trying to get the baby so she can do the LLC thing.
because she wants them to obey their thirst.
Boom! Oh! Look,
once in a while, I nail one.
We didn't even plan that.
Just happened.
That was just all natural.
I believe Olive and Boo was saying that I sound ashy as hell, bro. But I at which point she meant that? Who is to say?
I might sound ashy as hell. Actually,
I don't know. This has certainly been my least moisturized show. if at any point I were ashy, this has been the show wherein my moisture regimen has been most questionable.
Erica
I need
said,
some soul.
Wait. Erica's she's on one right now. Erica said, "Yeah, give me someone with a weak pull-out game." Look.
We really have to close the chat.
Man,
function.
like I'm like, yo, it's the end of the. I'm glad it's the end of the show because I don't even know how to respond. I don't know how to respond to that comment without sounding dirty.
We have to close the chat function next episode. We can't.
Like, Erica, girl, you better stop what you doing.
Because you're about to ruin the image and the style that she's used to.
If she keep talking like that,
sir.
We ain't worth shit.
Neither one of us. We are struggling here to be best. You know, without the constant inspiration of Melania Trump whispering in my ear, "Be best." I find myself at my worst.
I hate you so much right now.
Dr. Jill Biden does not move me to be my best self. Only the supreme beauty of Melania Trump could do that. Be best, she says.
Yo. Anyway, look.
I promise. Now that I've gotten this out of myself, next week I will be so erudite and thoughtful. And
I was just about to say, now that we're back, and we've gotten all this silliness, going on and out of
I started
our
with
system.
such good intentions. I promise. I started
we did.
with
Look. We had a whole conversation about what we was going to talk about and everything.
Straight ahead.
And we talked about some of it.
We got part way there. We really didn't address the capitalism and the colonialism, but I feel like as citizens of America, there will be plenty of opportunities.
I honestly, I agree. And,
We'll come back around.
Look, blessed be to Jay and Bay.
I do wish them continued success. Like you said, all money's not good money. I have mixed feelings about this particular expression of their success, but I'll say this. I'm happy to see us moving in circles where we have the option to choose those doors to kick down. I don't know how I feel about their choice to kick that door down. I like that we're at that level where our foot can reach that door.
We can do it, right? Angel Monique has put you in some type of weird Don Quixote situation.
I'm not sure.
Windmill fights Julian for that damn accent. I love it.
And you said Don Quixote.
Thank you, Angel Reigns. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Oliver Boo said digression began at your sphincter. She is absolutely right. That's where we lost it was at hashtag protect your sphincter.
The next time I'm in a situation where it slips and I go the wrong way, I'm gonna tell a girl digression began at your sphincter. That's not. I was. Y'all should never let me have internet. I'm not supposed to be on the.
Thank you, Erica. Thank you. Radio. I thought it was pretty smart myself. I am well read and versed. So how you like me now? You didn't know. I just coming on here to show acting like an asshole. On the other side of Julian and shit. But I be knowing stuff.
He be knowing a lot of stuff. He knows step 2.
I know step 2. How to build your business credit.
Y'all didn't know step 2.
I know how to help you get multiple LLCs to make multiple revolving credits so that you can have the revolving credits of multiple LLCs. I do all kind of cool shit.
Man, listen, let me get my 150 together so you and I can have a talk because Vision 27 we need to multiply.
Well, yeah, let's.
I want to be leasing commercial properties and shit next year.
6-month plan.
Okay, then this year. Oh wait, there's only 4 months left.
There's only 4. It'll be next year, but a 6-month plan.
All right, February, Valentine's Day. I'm buying myself corporate real estate.
Boom, 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 boom. Corporate real estate for everybody. Boom, 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 boom,
We gotta go. We got. It's 11. We gotta go.
All right, guys, it's been great. Thanks everyone for joining us on the show. Thanks everyone for the chat participation today. It was really cool to get 100 chats today.
It was lit.
Go get your merch. Cash app your boys. You know we out here broke and hungry. No one loves us. Yes, Angel, you just see my old lady dog. She's not a puppy. She's an old lady dog. There's my old lady.
I'm about to say, who just like popped in? And it was mad. I'm mad because she like grabbed this. I was like,
Hashtag I am a boy, Damon. We're out of here. Get out of here, guys. Thanks, Julian. Hey, in case you didn't know.
It's been a pleasure, sir. This is